Alright, hello, viewers. Hope everything's going well. Um, I'm going to talk to you today about angles, right, and how that relates into some of the stuff we're doing. Now, I know when this cropped up, there was at least one of you that read this as angels, but I assure you it's definitely angles. Right, we're going to go through them, the different types of angles, and then I'm going to leave you with some work to do. Alright, for warm-up activity, I want you to put 4 minutes on the clock, pause this video for 4 minutes, and see how many of these you can answer and how many you get right. Alright, ready? Pause the video now and give it a go. Did you do it? Don't lie to me. Righto. Let's go through some of these questions. 3 minus negative 9 is the same as 3 plus 9, which is 12. I have an animation set. Good. 9:30 a.m. in 24-hour time starts at midnight. So 9:30 a.m. is 9 hours and 30 minutes after that, meaning 0930. What is the difference between a radius and a diameter? Well, diameter is the perimeter of the circle. Perimeter. But the diameter is the whole way across the circle, and the radius is half of that. What is 75% as a decimal and a fraction? Well, as a decimal, it would be 0.75. As a fraction, it would be 75 over 100, which simplifies down to 3/4. Triangle has two sides of 70 degrees. What is the third angle? All three angles of a triangle add up to 180, meaning the third angle has to be 40. And the last one, 6 squared times 6 to the power of 6 over 4 cubed times 4 to the power of 4. That's the same as 6 to the power of 8 over 4 to the power of 7. Nice. Let's jump in. Alright. So, let's talk about different types of angles, right? I'm just going to do an example of each. In terms of a description, I think I'll leave that for you to come up with the best way to describe it. I mean, I'll describe them vocally, but you can put them into your own words. So firstly, an acute angle. Now I'm going to jump in straight away because somebody always makes this joke about acute angle is when you see a good looking angle from across the room. You're like, hey, what's up? Right, that's acute angle. What that is that is forgot how to speak. It's an angle between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. Right? A 0 degree angle is just nothing, and a 90-degree angle we'll get to in a second. But it's anywhere within that range, not including those two numbers. So an acute angle, you have something like this, or even bigger, something like that, or even bigger again, you could have something like that. Right? As long as this is less than 90 degrees, then you know that you're doing it right. Which leads us to a right angle. It's like, okay, well, what's a right angle? Well, a right angle is an angle that is exactly 90 degrees, no more, no less. A key distinguishing feature of a right angle is instead of having a little round thing to say, this is my angle, it has a box, which tells us that this is exactly 90 degrees. So no matter what they look like, they can look like that. They can look like that. Either way, they are always 90 degrees. They always have a little box in the corner. Obtuse. Obtuse. I just forgot how to spell obtuse. Right? That's anything from 90 degrees to 180 degrees without including those two values. Right? So that could be like an angle like this. Right? This could be 110 degrees, or an angle like this, which could be, I don't know, 120 degrees, or it could be like this, which could be 179 degrees. All those are considered to be obtuse angles because they're less than 180, but they are greater than 90. A straight angle. It is a line. That is all. So it's a straight line. This angle here is 180 degrees. Right? It can look like that, or it can look like that. Right? Either way, it's a straight angle. It can also go up and down. As long as the angle is 180 degrees, we don't really care. Right? Reflex. It's a reflex angle. Well, that's 180 degrees all the way up to 360 degrees. Right? So it could be something like this. Oh, it could be like 310 degrees. Or like this and be 210 degrees. Right? There's a whole bunch of reflex angles you can do. As long as it's between 180 and 360, not including those two numbers, then it's a reflex. Which gives us our last one, which is a full, or it's often called a revolution. And that is exactly a 360-degree turn. A 360-degree angle. No more, no less. All right. That's it for the angle. Let's do some other stuff. All right. All right. So there's a few examples. There's also a very brief description. If you didn't have the opportunity to write down that description, do so now. There's also some lovely drawings there, probably nicer than mine. All right. So pause the video and write these down if you haven't done so already. All right. So this is an activity that I want you to try at home using a protractor if you have one. If not, there's one on your Mathomat if you have that. If not, I'll get to if not in a second. The idea is, in your book, I want you to use only straight lines to write your name, and then find all the angles inside your name. Here's an example. We've written James in block letters, and then we've gone through and found all the angles in here. So there's a 90 and a 270, there's a 180 up here, there's a couple of sharp angles in here, there's a 77 and a 27, there's a 337 for the M. There's some good angles in that name. So I want you to write your name, measure out all the angles and see what you get. If you can't do that, you can also, like saying you don't have a Mathomat, write out your name in the same way, and instead I want you to identify whether this is a right angle, reflex, revolution, straight, whatever it might be, right? And write down all the different types of angles in there. So if you have a Mathomat, do the numbers. If you don't, if you have a protractor, you can do that too. If you don't, you're just going to identify what type of angle they are. All right? And then I'm going to give you a sheet by email to work on. So that's it. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Probably didn't, but that's okay. And I will talk to you next time. Take it easy.